Law enforcement in Texas can now arrest people suspected of entering the U.S. illegally, independent of federal involvement. That's what a panel of federal judges ruled regarding a years-long legal challenge to a controversial state law that treats unlawful entry as a state crime. Here to talk more about the impact of this as well as the reaction to it is Alejandro Serrano. He's a Texas politics reporter with the Texas Tribune. Alejandro, welcome back to our show and thanks for being with us today.
Thank you for having me.
First, remind us who brought this lawsuit that aimed to block Senate Bill 4 and what that law aimed to do.
Sure. So initially, the plaintiffs included the Department of Justice and launched by the Biden administration, but it also included advocacy groups here in Texas and the county of El Paso. So they sued on the constitutionality of the law because immigration law has historically been treated as a solely federal authority enforced by the federal government. But the Department of Justice under the Trump administration had since dropped its participation in the lawsuit.
So this latest ruling came from the 5th U.S. Circuit Court of Appeals. What was the breakdown among those judges and the reasoning for their decision?
Right. So it's important to remember that it had already gone to the Fifth Circuit and an injunction stopping the law from going into effect was upheld. And then the state of Texas appealed to have a rehearing by the whole court. And in a 10-7 decision, the court said that the suit cannot continue and dropped the injunction because of a standing issue, essentially saying the plaintiffs did not have standing to sue against the law.
And so what kind of autonomy does this law now give to state police?
Well, it's a little unclear because I think the injunction is still in place. However, going back to the law's intent and its language, it was meant to create a state crime for entering the country illegally. And proponents and bill authors at the time when it was being debated said that they really wanted to emulate kind of the federal statutes that let immigration authorities arrest people in the country illegally. However, it also creates a state justice component, where a judge can order someone deported if they're convicted, and also a person can volunteer to leave willingly, which is part of what the debate has been around whether a state has the authority to do this, because no state really has ever tried to do this.
Right. Well, over the weekend, it was just one reaction after another from a different group and other lawmakers reacting to what this court ruled. So how is this now landing, not just with those who sought to get the law struck down?
Yeah, it's interesting. It's been celebrated by a lot of state leaders. Just today, the governor weighed in, also celebrating. But it's important to remember that the court did not quite rule on the merits of the case and whether Texas has the authority to do this. They just said in this case, the plaintiffs cannot sue just yet. There still might be challenges to the law going forward.
Okay, so we'll have to await those for sure, and I know you'll be following it closely. Alejandro Serrano, again with the Texas Tribune. You can read his latest reporting on the Texas Tribune's website. Alejandro, thanks again for joining us today.
Thank you for having me.